Sheikh and Bay, Islam. I'm on Arrington-Bey, and I am at our new apartment. Imani Gray Bay is there. There he is. We made a salad today. Um, he's going for seconds. We're at our new apartment, which I'm very happy to be at our new apartment. Islam, and also speaking to the spirit of Prophet Noble Ali, Islam. I am happy. It is money. What time is it? You think? Oh, it's 7:58. The apartment comes with a so you can actually see has plenty of cabinet space. This is a studio, so also it has a balcony. Um, hold on, so you can see. Well, that's the pool. This is the balcony. Um, this is a tree covering the pool in the area here, but it also has a gym and some. It has a lot of amenities. I think a lot. Um, it is October the 10th. Friday money. Yeah, October the 10th, 2024. Unfortunately, I'm still hearing frequency in the room, and like I said before, um, I'm going to try to make this video quick because I don't know how much room I have on the tablet. But like I said before we left, formerly extended stay, now Admiral Suites, we were there since August of 2016. It was first at Extended Stay America, then it became Admiral Suites. Before we left, the frequency or accents very close in the room where someone would have to have some form of technology where they either some type of humanoid um, AI, transhuman, um, that's able to follow and speak. Not only that, but invade your thoughts. So I've been giving testimony about this because I've been studying my mind. I apologize, my eyes. I've been studying my mind for a while, and so what I'm about to do is we still get an apartment together. So I wish show you around more, but I'm still trying to get the apartment together. So what I'm about to do is demonstrate how, and I'm going to try to keep my thoughts. I work today, so I'm going to try to articulate one thought at a time. So this frequency in the room where we were at, formerly Extended Stay America, now Admiral Suites, accents, predominantly African American, Black, Negro, female, and male, that kept saying he, F-U-C-K-U. She love your son. I love your son. Brother pay. Brother love you. Rape her. Take it. And also Spanish speaking accents. Male predominantly, but definitely there was probably females, and definitely pale skin accents, but not as frequent as the Black, Negro, African American accents, and those that speak Spanish, saying amigo, or definitely the accents seem to be around Imani in the middle of the night, like the Spanish speaking accent, and Black, Negro, male. When Imani, he's tired, he's sleeping, he start making noises like uh, uh. And then when I'm out after Monty is sleeping, then this is in Annapolis, where the United States military, Navy, Army, Air Force, and the police are prevalent. But obviously, many of them are not naturalized, because if you naturalize, you would not allow such things to happen if you really, really stood up and affirmed or taken an oath to uphold constitutional laws of freedom. You would not, there would be no way someone could come in your city, or this city, it's not your city, but the city that you've been domiciling in for over 100 years. Because when I looked online, it said the Navy and Army have been here for over 100 years, or around that time, in Annapolis, Maryland. There is no way a person, that a productive citizen, could come to these cities, not your city, it's definitely not their city, that you have been here, and you have taken an oath and affirmed to uphold laws of freedom and have to give testimony and call the police about acts of terrorism. Because that's exactly what it is, acts of terrorism. Imani Gray Bay, that's his salad. And my hair. I want to show a picture of your salad too. Can you see?
Yeah.
Isn't that a nice looking salad? Anyway, Imani Gray Bay.
Islam.
Islam. Do you know anyone personally here? September is October the 10th, October the 10th, 2024. Do you know anyone personally here in Annapolis, Maryland? Just answer yes or no.
No.
Have you ever implied that you want to have sex or lay down with one of the Black Negro females or males here in Annapolis, Maryland?
Or anyone.
Or anyone. I'm not through yet. Or anyone. But I'm predominantly, there's a reason why I'm definitely choosing that term first. Have you?
No.
Okay. Pale skinned females or males?
No.
Those that speak Spanish, illegal immigrants from South Central America or Mexico?
No.
Illegal immigrants from Africa, whether they're from Senegal or whatever. From Pakistan. Do you know anyone from Pakistan or India or those that practice a form of Islam personally here in Annapolis?
No.
Okay. Were they from Pakistan, India, or another country that practice a form of Islam? You don't?
No.
Have you implied you want to know anyone personally here that practice that another form of Islam and from a different country?
No.
Okay. Have you implied that you want to be a Freemason or in a cult of any kind in Annapolis, Maryland?
No.
Any type of satanic worship?
No.
Have you implied that you are against constitutional laws of freedom, or you are a candidate to be some form of a terrorist against the constitutional laws of freedom, the U.S.A. Constitution of 1787, the 13th Amendment with 20 sections, and all four of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations? Have you ever implied that you are against or you are available to be recruited to be some form of a terrorist against these laws of freedom?
No.
Neither have I. Do you reject the telepathic code that exists?
Yes.
So do I. I'm Rhonda Arrington-Bey. And the reason why I say this, Spirit of Noble Jolie and Sheikh Dwayne Bafu Bey, is because we are among terrorists. Terrorists that are walking around claiming to be in the Navy and Army, but they are unnaturalized. These are terrorists. The reason why I know they're terrorists, because too many times what I have experienced and what Imani is experiencing is dealing with close vicinity of them being around, and or they use some of the acts or behavior I've experienced. The person used to be in the Navy or Army or police. I gotta make sure I say police, unnaturalized, or they still are. So how can the United States military, Navy, and Army, unnaturalized, and the police, and average citizens, humanoid AI, obviously there's some form of laboratory somewhere close by where they are making Black Negro females and males into transhumans and humanoid AI, illegal immigrants from Africa, whether they're from Senegal or not all. I'm not saying all. Okay, let me make sure I say that. Whether they're from Senegal or other places from Africa, definitely those that speak Spanish from South Central America, not all, in Mexico, Pakistan, India, whatever. Obviously, there is pale skins, definitely with their dogs. They some of them act like they no different than a dog that they're walking. Why? How can a city and other cities like Annapolis exist? North Korea and Russia. So I'm going to speak of this, okay? Um, First, I want to speak about 9/11. 9/11 was documented as being acts of terrorism. And according to those that supposedly did research about 9/11, they said that there were it was a person named Bin Laden that was responsible for these acts of terrorism. Then later, all this other information came out that didn't make sense. Like, why did Building 7 fall when it was never hit by an airplane? It was not involved in any form of the act of terrorism itself, but it fell down as well in New York. So, what I'm trying to say or ask in is I'm trying to keep my thoughts because right now is Black Negro frequency mumbling, because what these are acts of terrorism. It's a mental act of terrorism. So in the middle of the night, wake up hearing a Black Negro female mumbling, and Black Negro male, because what's happening is they are using mental technology or mental science to force engage, to cause mental illness if possible. That's the goal. Mental illness, okay? Mental illness and then physical sickness, okay? So what I'm getting at, Sheikh Dwayne Baflabe and Spirit of Noble Jawali, is what actually gives the term, what actions give the term terrorism? What is a terrorist? There is no way a Black Negro female or male should feel comfortable being in any form or any way close to Imani and I. Pale skin, those from South Central America, Mexico, that which practice Islam, or it could be another extreme Christian or extreme extremist. When I say extreme Christian, someone who is an extremist that practice Christianity, or Catholic. There's no way they should have anything to do or say they have anything truthfully to do with us, as we are naturalized Moors. We're not animals. We're not mixed with an ape, like I think some of these African American blacks are. I think the DNA gene manipulation that was going on in Maryland, for they claim slavery times. No, I think they took it the next step further. I know. And this is where the transhumans of Black females and the transhuman humanoid AI that are Black females and males exist here in Annapolis, Maryland. They took it that next step further. And then you have also those that can mess with like machinery. They literally can break machinery down because they themselves are are wired up to connect to some form of machine. It's just like that. Those that speak Spanish saying werewolf. Well, they're not werewolves. They are connected through DNA. A dog. They are literally a dog. And then you have those that speak Spanish and others saying the bug people. So you have these laboratory experiments in Annapolis that are not human. They're not human. How do a city like this exist on a landmass where constitutional rights of freedom have been fought and bled for? Now, okay, if you have someone who say, I want to do this, I want to change myself, that's one thing. But if you change, okay, and then you become a terrorist, the government is actually using you to rape. Still to this day, Blacks, Negroes who are probably mixed with some form of other beast or animal DNA, male and females, they walk around saying he F-U-C-K her. I get testimony of what I experienced in my dreams. I've never slept with anyone here. Now, when my dreams were manipulated and I felt my genitals being attacked when I first got here, that's the closest it ever been. I never opened my legs up to none of these filthy black Negro males, Spanish speaking, or pale skin in Annapolis. Those that are connected to the United States Navy and Army, because that's what's going on, or the police that are unnaturalized. Never open my legs up to none of this low life filth that is probably 99.9% full or has some type of sexual transmitted disease because they sleeping around like animals with one another and they calling it a culture. They're sleeping, they having sex like animals, beasts with one another. And they saying Freemason 3. I have never opened my legs up to any of them. Neither has Imani. We are among some disease terrorists here. So when I started recording the frequency, that is along with me having to call the police, because what was going on is the beast, after stalking the room, they feel like, and if they attack you in your dreams, they feel like it's okay to be more forceful, engaging, or they try to make it hard for you to earn money. All of a sudden, the managers, not saying all, I'm just giving an example. The managers start having problems with you. You don't know, you like, what did I do? And it just so happened a black Negro male and female is somewhere close by watching. It's like all of a sudden somebody just gets a signal and have an issue with you. So what are acts of terrorism? So North Korea, okay, North Korea is considered to be, I was taught years ago that it was not the best country. But then I'm starting to see, when I saw Russia, the president of Russia or the prime minister of Russia, and him and the North Korean, I guess it would be called prime minister, they were just getting along so happy and go lucky. And the prime minister of Russia was like, we are fighting against sex trafficking, child trafficking. Well, if you come to a city and you got black Negro beast with some type of form of ape DNA or humanoid AI trying to rape you in your sleep, in your dreams, and they are in the United States Navy and Army, that's unnaturalized, or in the police, and you don't know them, you did not consent to none of this. That is sex trafficking. That's sex trafficking. These are tremendous acts of terrorism. So how is this being done or being allowed on a landmass where so many have fought and bled for freedom? A woman, a productive woman, a Moor, naturalized Moor who have affirmed to uphold laws of freedom, her and her son, cannot come to a city without one of these beast apes, these low-life, non-human disease apes, trying to molest, rape, or somehow do a criminal act or some type of behavior that's outside of civilized thought and mind and behavior towards them. And then nonetheless, they want the black Negro female accent seem to want to attack me, but keep saying she loves my son. What kind of thought will a community of black Negro females have to attack the mother of the man that they trying to force lay down with, cause her to have mental illness so they can lay down and breed one of their filthy disease abomination kids? What kind of thought is that? When I say a community, I'm telling you, Sheikh Dwayne Baffa, it's not one. There is a community of collaboration of doing this, and it's not just the blacks. You got these people here in Annapolis saying 3 and trying to emphasize or imply 33 Freemason. So North Korea and Russia seem to be some type of off terms with the United States. What United States? That's what I want to know. Because if they off terms with the United States corporation because they are not involved in sex trafficking, well then I'm saying I don't have a problem with Russia and North Korea. If they are actually fighting against sex trafficking, murdering, they are actually speaking truth. They're saying what we were taught about the United States military going overseas and they coming back and the TV showing that they have Purple Hearts is a lie. That they were actually overseas doing everything and anything to those that are not able to defend themselves, whether it's children, women, men, and then they came back over here. And so what I'm experiencing is what they were doing over there for years, and we had no idea. So if North Korea and Russia are speaking truth about, and they're fighting against sex trafficking and other criminal activities against humanity, why would I have a problem with Russia and North Korea? Because it's obviously here sex trafficking in this city, not just this city, but all over this landmass, is trying to be normalized, just like cannibalism. Because I think the Russian president also spoke about cannibalism, eating kids. If we are among lab freaks that can control bugs that are the same as a bug, they think they're werewolves, but they're actually some type of pet dog DNA, some type of dog DNA. Black Negro, we don't know what DNA besides dog, whatever else they put in the males and the females. Why would they not eat human flesh? Pale skins, why wouldn't they? Why would they? And not only that, and then start practicing using the science of telepathy to abuse, to rape. We are among those they have created those that look like humans that can control machinery. Literally, not just a humanoid AI, but some type of machine lab freak that have 2 arms, 2 legs, and a head that can break down machinery and fix it. By engaging. And then what makes it odd, and so some of them, because they have kids, they are able to qualify for food stamps. Food stamps is for human services. So they are still demonstrating themselves as humans. So they can get the benefits of being a human while attacking humans, while making humans sick. North Korea sent out a message saying, I think they had actually no coronavirus. What do you call it? None of the citizens had corona, so that COVID had been completely erased from North Korea, or almost erased, very, very, very low. Well, here people are still getting sick. Not only that, on this landmass, they're still getting sick and they still being diagnosed with the coronavirus. Not only that, you have humanoid AI still encouraging vaccination. Then you have HIV seem to be picking up. More and more people seem to be either infected with HIV or other form of disease. It's like here in Annapolis, where the United States Navy and Army military, like I said, they unnaturalized. They having sex with one another. When I came here, um, the word or the conversation was that Annapolis. I'm not going to go through the whole conversation, but it was at Burger King. I had already put two and two together that Annapolis had a lot of the STD. Well, if they have one STD and it's spreading around, and it's claimed there's no cure, they have a lot of other STDs as well. Especially if they are in a state of mind, a beast animal state of mind. And they are trying to normalize acts of terrorism. So North Korea, who's supposed to be, I was always thought it was such a bad country, but their citizens don't have corona. I'm not saying that it's a good country because I don't know. I haven't did all my research, but I'm saying, how does North Korea don't have COVID like here? And why is it that I'm here in Annapolis with the military and I'm experiencing 4 sharp pains in my internal organs, and I'm hearing the frequency of black Negro females and males saying brother paid, and those that speak Spanish around attacking my son while he sleep, hearing the accent, not Spanish, and not they definitely not Spanish, but have the Spanish accent, attacking my son Imani while he sleep. I'm feeling sharp pains around my cranium because they're trying to, like an animal and beast, subjugate. But North Korea was able to make sure that their citizens don't have COVID. And here I am, very healthy, and I'm in a city with the military here, and I'm giving testimony. And then when I start giving testimony, the beasts and animals start trying to think of ways to develop a lawsuit because they want to be able to breed and behave like the beast and animal that they were created to be. They start saying we're going to sue. So if they're not able to implement the word paid, because see, Russia was talking about, the prime minister, how they stopped many sex trafficking kids from coming to the United States. Well, if they're sex trafficking, that means somebody was claiming to pay for those kids, right? Or children. Here, that's what they say too many times, how they paid to be with me and Imani. So what I don't get. So Russia, who some would say has they I've been reading sometimes they're saying that it's some type of threat against the United States, but he is trying to stop sex trafficking of kids from going to the United States to be with this go to cities like Annapolis, obviously. So this is something I question. Imani and I, we don't practice low frequency witchcraft, and I try to pull myself out of the anger, but it's not easy. It really isn't. But we are among those that do. They animals, they beasts. So if you have been in the military, or you are in the military, the Navy and Army, you have studied, and the police, you have studied the mind. And then you instead of you using using the science, or if you create some type of lab freak or a special kid that knows that has a telepathic code, instead of using them or teaching them how to be productive citizens or defend laws of freedom, you are creating lab freaks to attack humans and humanity on the landmass, on this landmass. And so getting back, so I'm really trying to, because when I started to ask for truth, I wanted to speak the truth. I was like, spirit of truth, I want to know. I would never think that the United States Navy and Army would be in a city, and not only that, but too many times close involved, especially with the Black Negroes and others, and not just the Black Negroes, but others. They collaborate, saying, "Have a good one, have a good one." Not all that say it, but too many. Have a good one. Collaborating and demonstrating that they deal in some form of occult rituals. So if they are low enough in thought to behave in that manner, they were stealing money. They were stealing money. They was not all, but they definitely some theft was going on mass levels. And not only that, they weren't doing it where the state of Maryland did not know about it. They were stealing money. If you would steal, if you would lie, they say, that's why I try my best to be truthful. You would steal. And they say if you would steal, you would definitely kill. So what is going on here in Annapolis is truth. We are among some lab freaks that not only have been involved in thievery and so forth, that are in the unnaturalized United States Navy, Army, and the police. And remember, they carrying guns. This is a plotted thought just now. They carrying guns. I mean, can you imagine a police officer fully equipped with gun and taser, built? A lot of the Black Negro males, they look like they the Incredible Hulk. That's how like built they look. And then they say, brother. Can you imagine that? Think about it, because I'm telling you the truth. So you got Black Negroes, not just Black, but police officers that are fully equipped. And then you got the United States Navy and Army and other military branches. And they know combat. But I won't stick with the police officers. And they are built like the Incredible Hulk. And they going around saying brother like they are possessed. Like they're gonna do something if they're not able to claim what is theirs. Because remember, the word paid is always been, I've been giving testimony about the frequency keeps saying that they paid for someone. Black Negroes, I'm out in the street, would be like, he effed her. It's like, I'm like, who did they F? I have never opened my legs up with anyone. And Imani, if you ever think about being with one of these females here, especially the Black Negro female or any female here, no. The Black Negro male that's unclean beast been all up in it. Because I'm going to give a slight percent that it has not happened. But 9 times out of 10, they started this culture of having sex at a very young age. Ugh. It's like, you can't, you think I want to be around you? Why would I want to be around you? Not only are you some form of mental illness where you cannot accept that I don't want to have nothing to do with you, and not only that, I'm experiencing 4 sharp pains, and and then I'm hearing a frequency saying she loved my son. Like, I'm gonna make you accept I love your son, and Imani don't know. Imani don't even know it. Imani don't know it. Don't know it. What it is. Nothing. But it the beast, the female, which is predominantly black, and also collaborating with other black females. These are not females with no education. Some of them are very, very educated in knowing how to work a job. Not educated here in morality, no. But they have been educated in knowing how to work a job. They have a skill. But they are not educated in morality and to be civilized. These black females that are beast animals in state of mind, along with the black Negro male. So the frequency keeps saying, I love your son, and I'm feeling four sharp pains. It's like like she's in some type of relationship, fighting for the love of Imani, like the black Negro beast male saying, I paid, like it's in a relationship fighting to demonstrate it paid, in black Negro saying he effed her, or the Spanish speaking, especially when I started to document the Birdman and what I experienced about this mongoloid ape beast or whatever. I would say bird. Well, I don't know what it is because I was seeing these feathers. This when I started to document and demonstrate online what I experienced, then the Mongoloid from South Central America, Mexico, they could also have been from Pakistan, whatever, but that brown skin, black hair, that look, that to me is some, I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to say all, but when the energy that I've come across with too many of them is filthy and very unclean. Started to say he F-U-C-K-U as well, but not as much as the black Negro, males and females. So if all this I'm giving testimony about is true, which it is, why wouldn't these beasts, these animals, not steal? Why would they not? They animals. They feel like they have gotten away with so much through the years. Why would they feel that they cannot steal no more? Or why would they not steal? I don't have an issue with North Korea or Russia. I am a naturalized Moor who have affirmed to uphold constitutional laws of freedom. I would not dare speak a word against Russia or North Korea, and then uphold the military here when I have experienced what I experienced and now see and know what I know, especially when I know they are unnaturalized veterans, because the veterans are definitely involved, unnaturalized, willing to rape, not all, molest, and use that telepathic code, this science, to do whatever they can do. Why would I have words negative to speak about Russia or North Korea? Are they sending four sharp pains to me and trying to force me to lay down with one of their filthy, unclean males if they have some? If they have unclean spirits? No. Are they literally making people get vaccinated over here, and then and then they get vaccinated again, and still people are getting sick with corona? Are they do the preachers in other places have to help people on this landmass pay their medical bills because so many are in medical debt because they have allowed illegal immigrants to come over here? Not just them. Then you have those that are lab freaks, that are black and African American, that we have been among for a long time, and pale skin, sending four sharp pains for the corrupt hospitals and the banks, making people sick, deliberately making people sick. Is Russia and North Korea doing this? Did Russia and North Korea bring down the Twin Towers with 9/11? Did Russia and North Korea take trillions of dollars? Is North Korea and Russia sending money to this so-called place called Israel while they keep saying that this country is in debt? Are North Korea and Russia spraying chemtrails in the sky? And now people are doing an analysis and saying that there are chemicals or some type of nanotechnology in the chemtrails that people are breathing in that causes them to get sick. So if that is happening and one of these lab freaks force mental engage the body, the sheath, it can cause even more I guess you say reaction to what the chemtrails had in it. Are North Korea and Russia doing this? No, they're not. It's homegrown here. They're doing it. And the TV, I don't know what the TV. I'm so curious to want to know, did the TVs bring up Bin Laden again this past September 11th, 2024? I wonder if the TV. I don't watch TV. Monty and I, we haven't watched TV in over 50, maybe, I don't know. So we've been here since 2016. We only watched it for maybe 3 months when we got here, 4 months when we got here. Before then, it was maybe 6 years. I don't know. It's just been years since we watched TV, and literally, I kept the TV turned off at the hotel. So I'm just so curious what the TV was broadcasting about 9/11 this past year. Did North Korea and Russia steal money, or somehow trillions of dollars was sent to them? While people over here in New York, thousands of people were murdered. Some say a blood ritual sacrifice, like what on a small, I guess you want to say small, small case of ritual, occult, blood sacrifice. Because when you're attacking someone in a ritualistic manner and you keep saying the word paid, that's rituals. You're attacking the genitals, you're making the genitals bleed, or you causing some type of infliction. That's ritual. So some say, many have said, and I agree, that 9/11 was an occult ritual, blood sacrifice of thousands. Was North Korea and Russia involved in that? I just, I have never heard their name mentioned, not one time in reference to 9/11. But the United States name is mentioned quite a bit. And here I am in a city, small Annapolis, where the United States military is prevalent, veterans, and I'm experiencing the same type of game or rituals that some have been talking about that happened with 9/11. And isn't that interesting? I have nothing negative to say about North Korea or Russia, and I would not dare say anything negative unless I had proof. But I'm telling you, I know what's going on with the United States military and Navy, Army, and the veterans that are unnaturalized here. And not just, so if it's just here, it's not just here, then because the chemtrails are everywhere. You got people being sick and are in medical debt everywhere on this landmass. Medical debt because of these lab freaks for years were put upon us, and we had no idea what was going on, causing mental illness, attacking the babies while they were in the stomach, attacking the fetuses. Now they want to give the telepathic code to people, and the kids make them look like events, and all the while using the kids for sex. Using the kids for sex and raising them up to be weapons. What has North Korea? What has North Korea and Russia done to the people here? I know, but if you look at the United States Navy and Army, that's unnaturalized, and the police, then I think you'll find a lot of answers. And the government that's not naturalized under the true constitutional laws of freedom.